Hello and welcome to Oh Brother, a podcast about Salford/Manchester's finest musical institution, The Fall. Each week we invite on a guest to discuss their memories in relationship with the group and anything else we care to talk about. For this episode, we welcome one of the few Fall members to have served more than one tour of duty, someone who unarguably had a major impact on the group's sound and attitude. And in a change to our normally rambling structure, for this episode, we decided to concentrate on one particular year in the life of the group. Don't worry, we still managed to fade off piece at regular intervals. Hope you enjoy it. Hello, welcome to the latest edition of Old Brother with me, Paul Hanley.
And me, Steve Hanley.
And today in the studio we have, well, she's not in the studio, she's somewhere else, but we have a guest today, someone who was in a band with me for a bit, but Steve for quite a long time, I think.
Oh, wow.
So, the venerable Mrs. What is it that you got the start on these days? Is it just Brix Smith?
No, it's just Brix Smith. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I mean, I'm still married, but I never actually took the name Start. I just kept my name, Brix Smith, you know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, yes, as I was saying just before we started recording, what I'd like to do today, if it's all right with you two, is cast your minds back and do a sort of deep dive on the year 1988.
Yeah.
Because I've been looking at that. And
you could have given us a bit of notice on it, but yeah.
Sorry, I'm not asking you to revise about somebody else's bloody life. It's your life. Anyway, I shall prompt you all the way and we'll see where we get. Okay, so, right, yeah, and we'll also get on to what everybody's up to at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Because we've not caught up in a while, Brix, so there we go. Right, so the first thing that happened in 1988, the single Victoria was released. So I take it you did the video for that in December or something, didn't you?
We must have done, I think. We must have done it the previous year.
I can't remember when we did the video.
It was nice weather anyway, because we had a football pitch, didn't we? We had the football pitch.
Did we for Victoria?
Yeah, with Michael Clark dancing around the football.
All I remember is running through these weird Victorian tunnels and stairwells wearing a Vivienne Westwood corset.
Yeah, and then it was in that theatre.
Yeah, that's the bit I remember from the video. It's that theatre when you get introduced to Queen Victoria. Right?
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
Big budget. Yeah, and it burns down, and Crystal Palace cake burns down.
Yes.
Yes, that was Victoria. Oh, I remember, Steve. Basically, Simon Rogers' wife, Lucy, has a sister called Emma Burge, who is a director. And we got Emma Burge. She directs a lot of period dramas, and their dad was famous for directing period dramas. So Emma Burge hooked us up with the Little Dorrit set, which was a period drama that had just been filmed. And so I believe it was in Rotherhithe. It's all coming back to me now. Don't ask me how. I've killed so many brain cells in my life, but somehow the photographic memories is vomiting out. So I'll just go on a rant. So, so Emma Burge arranged us to film Victoria on the set of Little Dorrit, wearing the costumes from Little Dorrit. And then there was this weird industrial stuff. I remember running up and down stairwells and just being so out of breath, and it was dirty and there were rats. But
it's a good quote from Craig about me and Simon.
What?
That your acting was more wooden than the set.
Well, he was hardly John bloody Gielgud, was he?
Look, by the time that Luciani came out and Steve played the Pope, he should have won an Oscar. He was so good at it.
And the Oscar for the man with the most similar shaped head to the Pope goes to Steve Hanley.
Well, he was a dead ringer, wasn't he? And he was so just like Pope-like. He was so papal. Yeah, he was like, and he had learned, he'd learned on the set of Victoria, just watched and learned and became the character for the next one,
It is Jews, yeah, there we go, yeah.
Yeah.
So, pleasant experience, unpleasant experience making the video?
I didn't like making videos, I must admit. I mean, it's not the worst job in the world, but it's not really what you get into a band for.
Just not what you get into a band for.
No, I got into a band for anyway. What about you, Brix?
Oh, I love every second of it.
I mean, that's what we got into a band for.
Yeah, no, I just, you know what? I just love every aspect of that and making. I mean, the making videos people don't realize it's actually really grueling. It's like long days and really pernickety and finickety or whatever, and you have to redo things over and over and over and over, and it's like
I don't recall us doing things over and over again for Eat Yourself Fitter.
oh, what, when Carl had to drink the bile from the
We all
bottom of
drank the bile. Well, I drank the bile.
You did not.
I did.
He spat in that.
Wasn't you not familiar? It isn't actually bile. It's
Spit.
water, flour, and food colouring.
Yeah, and loogies.
Probably the one who was by the end of the day.
No, Carl hawked up phlegm into that drink.
Well, I didn't drink that one after him.
Oh, okay. I mean, people always, all the Fall fans are like, what was in that glass? You know, and I'm like, well, all I remember is someone spitting in the glass. And I remember filming it and just like watching whoever, maybe Carl drank it. Who drank that drink after?
If Carl drank it, it was his own bile.
It's disgusting. That was disgusting. It was disgusting. Yeah.
I remember it coming out. I don't remember it going back in. But it was because it was flour and water. It just completely clogged up. It was like eating liquid peanut butter. It was, you couldn't get it out again.
I drank it or not? Did I? I have to rewatch that.
it might be on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? I want you to look at what I'm going to show you, and we're like, see this?
Oh yes.
This is what I'm drinking now to drink myself fitter at this age.
The benefits of those listening at home. What is it? Kale. Liquid kale.
It's called AG1 Greens, and it has like 75 different like nutrients and minerals and deliciousness, not really delicious, to set you up for the day and give you like the good electrolyte balance. And so it's like literally, as I'm talking to you, I'm drinking myself fitter, and I'm basically drinking the modern version of the yourself fitter drink.
This show is brought to you by AG13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Victoria video, how did it do the single? Did it chart?
I think it got to number 40, maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Look at what we could have done.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so then you played Greece. You remember that?
Oh my God, I remember Greece. Do you want to know what I remember?
Please.
Yeah.
I somehow had a cold when we flew over there, and when you go up and down in the plane and you have a really bad cold, it gets kind of stuck in your ears.
Wait, we're back on phlegm again.
Yeah, I know, sorry, but this time it's like internal phlegm, and then I without bringing it to the external, and then I remember being so excited to be in Greece because it was my first time there, and the people there, like the promoters and the people were like, was there a guy called Christoph?
Yes, promoter, yeah.
They were so nice to us, and they treated us so well. And I remember it being quite wild. I actually think there's a picture of us backstage in Greece. I might have it. I might be able to send it to you. Anyway, the next day I was so sick. I was like raging fever, and I would force myself to the Parthenon because I didn't want to miss out on the cultural significance of the city. And by the time we flew back, and the Greek show was great. The audience was amazing. By the time we flew back, though, I then had a middle ear infection, and it damaged the hearing in my left ear for life.
To what? Permanently?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
it was painful and hideous. Yeah. But I loved touring Greece, but I hated being sick. But being sick is part of touring. You wear yourself ragged,
Yeah.
We all know that.
Fair, you haven't played since December. It's only the first date in January.
Yeah, but it's January, so it's winter, Paul. So you probably run down,
Okay, so then you did a Piccadilly radio session. Do you remember that?
No, not really.
Where would you record that, and where did Piccadilly record the session?
Is it Piccadilly, wasn't it?
Manchester, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. And then 29th of February, leap year, 29th of February, the Friends Experiment released. And you're not that.
It's a bit hit and miss, that album, I think. Do you?
Yeah, can you remind me of the track listing?
Hold on, I've got them here.
Thank you.
Here.
It's okay, but considering the people involved, the talented people involved.
Track listing, here we are. So, Friends.
Is okay. Friends?
Yeah, it's good. I like Friends. You can't count on one hand. Yeah.
Carry Bagman, that's a great song.
That's a good song, yeah.
Yeah, Carrie Bagman is, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't listened to all of your podcast episodes, but I suppose people know that Carrie Bagman is Mark, right?
Yeah.
And that he used to carry around money in a Tesco bag, like all the takings from the gigs, because
Possibly no wrong.
because it looked so inconspicuous. Yeah, and so if you're carrying, no one's going to steal a Tesco bag, but it was like filled with thousands. Okay, go on.
Okay, get a hotel.
It's okay.
Mediocre.
Okay.
Smith Rogers, apparently.
Yeah. Steve was saying, I was looking at the credits. There's a lot of these just credited to Mark, and the reason for that is
there was a lot of publishing money around all the time.
Because he stole them. Let's be honest.
We'll edit that out.
No, we'll get onto stealing songs in a moment. We've got the cover version. That's owning up to the fact that somebody wrote this song, Victoria, isn't it? Yeah. And then the next song, Athlete Cured.
I've not even got a credit on that, have I?
You've not got a credit on that? For who stole the riff?
Me?
Yeah. Athlete Cured is Tonight I'm Gonna Rock It Tonight by Spinal Tap. It's the same riff.
Oh my God. You're such a good riff spotter.
It is a good riff.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's a great riff.
Playing it in a sound check, and Mark came out of the dressing room and said, we'll have that. And Simon Rogers, we can't have that. And we did.
So the reformed, Spinal Tap.
Yeah,
they'll be after you.
No, come on.
Cool.
Okay. Side 2, In These Times. Writer Mark Smith again.
It's okay, I think, in these times.
I don't really remember it.
Yeah.
You've not got many credits on this album, Brix.
No, because we were fighting by that point.
Okay, well, this is your big one. The Steak Place. Good song?
Oh my! I dislike that song
Yeah,
vehemently. Like, he probably gave me the credit on the shittiest song on the whole album because he was really angry.
Surely not.
That doesn't sound like that.
No. Right, so we've got some good ones now. Bremen Nacht. That's a good song.
Great, yeah.
What is?
Bremen Nacht.
Yeah, Bremen Nacht, yeah.
Guest Informant, good song.
Good song, yeah.
Yeah, and Oswald Defence Lawyer, that's a good song as well.
Okay, worst.
Yeah.
No, Oswald Defense Lawyer embraces the scruff coat of Mark Twain. Da-na-na-na-na. Okay, so I like the words a lot.
Yeah.
But I detest for me, literally in the entirety of my time in the fall, that was my least favorite song to play live.
Wow.
I think it was sort of made up in the studio. Don't think anybody brought it, did they?
I think you're right. I'm sure you're right. It just seemed so.
Why did you like playing it? Was it hard or was it just boring?
It was boring. It was boring and it was annoying. And it was like, nah, 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 nah. How many times can I play that? And
none of that come down, aren't you?
And like once Mark discovered that I hated it so much, he put it in every bloody set. Even when I came back for round 2 with the fall, he was like, let's get out Oswald Defense Lawyer.
Yeah,
I'm like,
the dust off this one. Brix hates this one.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's my torment song.
Right, okay. So then you did the HMV in store.
Oh, that was really good. That
was the best.
Wasn't it?
Why was a lot there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they stopped traffic.
Stop the traffic.
It was like being in them.
Yeah, there was such a crowd of people trying to get into the record signing that the traffic stopped on Oxford Street.
Was anything else for me that day?
That was one of those moments where you're like, pinch yourself. You go, oh my God, we've made it.
Oh,
yeah.
Honestly.
We were there for ages.
It was a highlight.
Yeah.
Finding things.
Well, that's one of the reasons I picked this year. I think there's a number of highlights in this year.
Yeah, we played in the shop.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You did a set of Cab It Up, Bremen Nacht, In These Times, Friends, and Tough Life Boogie and Carrier Bag Man. Yeah. And guest informants. That's a proper gig, that really.
Yeah. That's full on.
Yeah, well.
That was great.
Fantastic. You sell many?
Sign a lot.
Oh, did it do that album, though? Was it?
I think it did well.
Did it?
Yeah, I think it did, yeah.
Despite not being anybody's favourite.
It was coming off the back of the other ones that were so brilliant.
Yeah.
And the thing is that there were personal fractions coming between me and Mark at that point. So he was kind of like in the previous albums he was incredibly encouraging to me as a writer and as a songwriting partner to bring stuff, to have the stuff on the record. But by then he started to get resentful, and I couldn't tell you exactly why, but it's just the way it was. So he began to exclude me from that.
Wow.
And not only that, fight with Lecky as well.
Right, of course, yeah.
He began to battle everybody. He got really, what's the word?
There's a few.
No, what's the word when you're like combative, but it was just obstreperous. I mean, he just became bloody minded. So that's the way it was.
Right. Okay.
In my opinion.
You soldiered on. So this is
well, this is the thing. We were so busy.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a little rushed, that album.
Yeah. You're too busy, I think? Was it unhealthily busy?
Didn't seem it at the time, I don't think.
Because you start the UK tour there in March and you're playing fairly big venues, the Ritz and the Royal Court and the Hammersmith Odeon, Birmingham Money Boot. So they're big gigs, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you play Victoria much live? Did you do that a lot?
Yeah, we did it. Must be in the set every night.
Did we play Hammersmith Odeon, did you say?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good gig. Yeah, I think this was like our peak time.
Yeah,
even though that wasn't our best record, but it was still a pretty good record.
Yeah.
Did you get the limo to the Hammersmith Odeon?
I did.
That's
you?
Yeah. Well, we were staying at the Columbia.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't hired for me, the limo.
Oh,
we
right.
were staying at the Columbia, and they had a deal with a firm that if you asked for a taxi, they'd get you a limo.
Well, it was hired for you then, wasn't it?
No, not specifically for me.
Why are you shining daylight on the magic here? I got a limo from my hotel to the Hammersmith Odeon.
No, come on.
That's it doesn't get any better than that, does it? So you got out with your name up in the and everything. Oh, yeah. Wow. Well, not your name, but wow. I mean, that really is peak sort of success, that isn't it?
Yeah.
What glory years.
Oh.
Yeah. So that Cardiff, Oxford, Riley Smith Hall, always a contentious name, the Riley Smith Hall.
Oh my goodness.
It's great, isn't it? Yes,
I love it.
Someone's got a ticket on here for the Hammersmith Odeon. It'd be worth money, that now. So then you're off to Europe. I mean, we've only got to March here. And then you've got a tour of Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Belgium, and the Netherlands.
Wow.
Blimey. Good gigs.
Yeah. We were really consistent then, weren't we?
Yeah, we were on fire, for sure.
Yeah, I've got the itinerary here. Bloody hell, we weren't taking any prisoners there, were you? Jesus.
I know. It was grueling, but good.
Right? There's like 4 or 5 on the bounce here, regularly. A lot of travelling. What were you driving in? What were you in then?
A sleeper bus.
Sleeper bus.
Yeah.
Look at this sleeper bus, limos.
Hey? I know.
Jesus Christ. They weren't like that in my day. And then by the end of April, this is the same month you finish the European tour, you're off to America. Another massive tour. I mean, you went everywhere on this tour. Florida. Nobody goes to Florida.
Did we go to Florida?
Yeah, first gig.
Oh, did we go to Jacksonville, Florida?
No, you played. Cameo Theatre Miami.
Huh?
Oh.
No. You're even more successful than you thought you were. Maxwell's Old Buck. You always played Maxwell's.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. The Ritz, New York. Good venue.
Yeah.
Again, that's a big venue, the Ritz, isn't it? Philly. Washington. I mean, you're supposed to jump in with things to say about these.
Wait, was Washington 930 Club?
Where was that?
930 Club in Washington?
Yes, correct.
And where was Philly? What was that called?
Philadelphia was the Chestnut Cabaret. He's next to me.
Was Marsha in the band at this point?
Yes. Yeah.
Where was the one, Steve, where we played in America and there was like a riot and someone poured like chocolate milk over Marsha's keyboards and it got really like violent and we had to run into the bus and escape?
That's when you know riots are violent, when people are throwing chocolate milk about.
Well, it wasn't just chocolate milk, but she got chocolate. But she was angry about the chocolate milk because it like was sticky in the like circuitry of her keyboards. Can you imagine?
I have no memory of where that was.
Riot at the gig, and you don't remember it. Yeah, hey, broke a bass string. I remember that for the rest of my life.
Maybe it was. I feel like it was New Haven in Connecticut. Yeah, it was.
Okay. Boston, Cleveland, Detroit, Chicago. I can't find that one.
Oh, maybe it was on a different tour. Maybe. It was bad.
Right. Okay. So then you finish up in.
So we toured with Howard
DeVoto. Yes.
Yeah, with Luxuria.
Yeah.
Yeah. We played. I remember something now. We played in Hollywood, in California, in an outdoor amphitheater, and it was one of the most fabulous gigs ever, like venues for us that we ever played. And I remember also me and Marcia were really in cahoots on this tour, and we were just like locked away cackling, the whole time. And I remember that we had this weird plan to kidnap Luxuria. And so we kidnapped one of the guys from Luxuria in San Francisco and blindfolded him. Took him from his hotel room, blindfolded and hands tied behind him.
Was he happy with this? Was he? Or...
Yeah, he was happy with it. But I guess he knew we weren't real kidnappers. I guess he knew it was us, but it was too bad. And it was like one or two of them. It might have been like this guy. I think his name was like Frog, and another one named. I'm making this up, but I mean,
I think you're right. I think
Frog and another guy with the dark hair.
That wasn't Howard. He had no hair by then, did he?
No, it wasn't Howard. It was two guys. Anyway, so we and we took them blindfolded and hog-tied to the wharf in San Francisco, and fed them fresh crab on the wharf and unblindfolded them, so they had a nice experience.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you get up to on your day off.
So you played everywhere. Eh? You're in California, Santa Clara, California. That was
all right.
Yeah,
fabulous. It was really nice.
Oh, what a tour!
Yeah, it's great.
Right, so here we now. Now we're getting into the heavy stuff now.
Okay.
So you finished the tour there, and then June. So that was May, beginning of May. June, you're up and running with I Am Curious Orange for the first sort of 2-day run in Amsterdam. So,
so during that tour,
yes,
we were writing songs in the hotel rooms
so the date was set, was it? So it was a bit of a deadline.
Yeah, for the ballet, and we were sending cassettes to Michael Clark,
right,
for them to work on the dance routines.
That's quite full on, that, isn't it?
Pretty full on, yeah. We wrote Wrong Place, Right Time in a hotel room, and
right. So when did you start rehearsing then? They must have been pretty
much as soon as we got back, I think.
Yeah, I remember because basically Simon Rogers made us. Because we're so free formed and things change all the time and we change things on the fly, because we were writing something for a ballet and it was being choreographed. Every single beat had to be accounted for, and there was no room for improvisation. So I remember us having a go, and then Simon Rogers saying, no, it has to be absolutely spot on, or they can't choreograph to it. So we had to get it into our heads that it had to be exact, like click track stuff, but exact. So it took us a while to get. I think we did round 1, and then we went round 2 and finessed them. Right, Steve?
Yeah.
Must have been interesting. That
had a click track.
Yeah. Sounded like click track as well.
Which was hard for Mark because he's so free form.
Yeah.
But because we got the backing music spot on, Mark was able, and we never changed it no matter what. If he went off piste, we were rock solid. It just had to be that way. And disciplined way for us to write, you know?
Yes. That must have been great, actually. It must have been a really interesting thing to do, that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's one of, I don't know about you, Brix, but it's one of my highlights of being in the fall. Was the ballet.
Oh, 100%, Steve. It's iconic. I Am Curious Orange.
Yeah. It's a shame it's never come out on DVD or video or anything, isn't it?
No, there's no proper footage of it. There is footage, but not.
No, but not the whole thing.
That would be unthinkable now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I would so wish it could come back.
Yeah. You'll have to reach there.
I wish could do like the Abbott experience.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, get a hologram of Mike Clark.
Exactly, a hologram of Mark. Wouldn't that? He'd love that.
He would. Yeah.
He would come out of spirit, and he would be like embody his own hologram. He would be magic, Mark.
So that's every song in the same order, same length.
Yeah.
Every night. That must have been really interesting to do.
It was.
It was discipline, Paul.
Yeah, it's total change for us.
Yeah. So did it mean a big change in work practices? I think everyone was pretty sober and everything when they were on and pretty on it, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was a theatre. We were on early.
Yeah. The matinees were great.
Yeah.
So you did two or three in Holland. Is that when you presented to the Queen? Is that right?
We did.
This year is just ridiculous, isn't it?
I know. It was it was such a highlight year.
Mm.
So
Queen of Holland, yeah.
So there's like 3 blocks of it. Were they all booked right at the beginning, or did you extend it?
No, that was all booked. Right. That was because obviously it was the celebration of William of Orange.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
So it was always going to be
in Holland first. And then it went to
the Edinburgh Festival.
Yeah, which was at the King's Theatre. Oh no, sorry, King's Theatre, is that right? No, that's London, isn't it?
No, that was it.
No, Sadler's Wells.
Wells in London.
In London, right? Okay, so King's Theatre at the Edinburgh Fringe. Well, not the Edinburgh Fringe, the Edinburgh Festival.
Yeah,
far more than Fringe. It was right in the middle. So how was that? I was working with Matt. Did you do much rehearsal with the dancers, with the ballet dancers?
Oh yeah.
So there must have been like two or three layers of rehearsal for that.
Yeah. There was technical rehearsals with like lights and all the props. There was really extraordinary props on that. I mean, there was the giant burger, which was obviously my favorite thing, that Lee Bowery would wheel me out on each night. And I would sit on top of it with my white Rickenbacker whitey, and I had a cordless mic attached to it, so I could play live on the burger. But there were other huge props, like really incredible things. So there was a lot of technical rehearsal, and of course, every stage is different. So you would, it was really fascinating. And he would have classes for his dancers every day before the show. So before kind of like rehearsal or just, run through, he would have classes where they could warm up and do dance. And I would always join in with the dancers. I was like, felt like a ballerina. It was like my dream come true. It was just really interesting to work that way. And I'm so happy we did it. And
So did Mark behave himself without putting too far? Because he would have had to toe the line, wouldn't he? Because it was bigger than him in a way, which I'm not sure is the most comfortable place for Mark to be at times when the production's bigger than he is. That's not a compliment, because the fall revolved around Mark. That's not an insult. The fall revolved around Mark, whereas this can't have revolved around as much, can it?
No, he did toe the line, and he never went really off-piste. But remember, this was the time when our personal life, like our marriage, literally was crumbling in the background, and he also had another girlfriend, so he was like, I think, in a happy bliss state, and it was.
This is when he was splitting up with me. He'd never been happier in his life.
Yeah, no, I mean, when something breaks up and you meet somebody else, it's all exciting and whatever. Yeah. It's just natural. I have no issue about it now, and whatever happened. But so I think he was like weirdly in a good place, even though it was difficult. It was really difficult for me.
Yeah.
To keep my game face on, right? When I knew what was happening, but we had to pretend to the world that it wasn't, that we were that.
You had a lot to do, so that was something to concentrate on, I suppose, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. For me, it was the show must go on, and I tried, even though I I was probably in tears before every show and moaning, but I tried to enjoy every minute of that experience of the show because it really was a highlight, like Steve said.
Yeah, yeah. Like I say, I can't believe there isn't a recording. There's a recording of everything, isn't there?
These days, every rehearsal would be filmed.
Yeah, well, it would be. Now it'd
be documented from,
yeah,
wazoo.
There's documentaries to be made about that, isn't there? About that whole
God, yeah.
So which was the best? So Sadler's Wells, I presume, was the best one, was it? Was that better than the Edinburgh Fringe?
Well,
I keep saying Fringe, I don't know.
Well, they were pretty short. The Amsterdam and the Edinburgh, that was 5 nights,
right?
21 nights or whatever it was at Sadler's Wells.
Sold out every night.
Yeah,
it was great. Yeah,
it was amazing.
Well, I'll tell you this: I never got a speeding ticket. I never saw it.
Oh no, that's a crime.
I don't know. I saw that.
Sure you must have been invited.
I saw that other bloody dog's breakfast. I'm Luciani. I saw that. So, did you see the Lee Bowery exhibition, Brix?
I did. In fact, I was a consultant for it.
Wow. It looks great. It
does. It's good. There's a really interesting film of us. In one of the rooms, it's like basically it's Mr. Pharmacist, I think, or else it was Cruiser's Creek, one of the two, or maybe both. And it's the whole uncut film, not just what you see cut for the videos.
It's used again, that film. Then it got used for 2 videos for 2 different songs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Pharmacist and Cruiser's Creek.
Well, there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's basically all the footage.
Right.
So there was tons of stuff I'd never seen, and it was so freaky to stand there and look back and see yourself like so young and not remember those days, and look at yourself like you're like Steve. Oh my God, you. I mean,
he never looked young.
Oh my God, he did look young, and I was like a child. That part was really fascinating, and the exhibit. I have to say, the whole exhibit made me really sad.
Yeah.
Actually, so I didn't expect to feel sad when I saw that, but
what was he like then? What was he like?
Well, they were all. It's hard to believe all those ballet dancers were a bigger party animals than us, weren't they?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, we'd do the show, have a beer after, and go back to where we were staying. They'd be out clubbing every night.
Wow. I suppose,
Lee Bowery,
They're fit as fleas, aren't they, I suppose?
Yeah, well.
So I assume, like you say, but they not only were they staying out much later, they were starting again much earlier the next morning, weren't you?
They were unbelievable. Yeah.
You weren't getting you lot out of bed for a couple of warm-up lessons before you... That wasn't happening. So, yeah, I mean, they're incredibly fit, aren't they, I suppose? Yeah. So do you see Michael Clark? Have you seen Michael lately? Or
I have. I see him every now and again. One time we were on the tube and we literally bumped into each other. And... he's good, Michael. He's really good. And I see Les Child. I saw David Hola. I've seen, I quite see a lot of them running around.
Well, if pass on our regards if you see Michael.
I will. I promise I will.
Ask him if he wants to come on.
I'll ask him if you want.
I'm only joking. So after that, so how did it wound up? It was a big success, wasn't it?
Yeah, really.
How did it get written about in the snooty press then? Do you know?
I think generally favourable, the reviews.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. There was a bit of...
There was no like these looking down at you. For me, like I'm talking about rock.
I think the ballet world might have been more critical.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a bit of like the four fans, it's said before, the four fans in the cheap seats at the back, and the ballet fans at the front with their hands over their ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit of that.
Yeah.
That was definitely right, yeah.
Yeah, the four fans at the front, they'd been a bit quieter than that, wouldn't it? Because was it loud then, or was there any kind of...
It was full on, yeah.
Was it?
It was proper band, yes. Proper band.
And but if you've got a full orchestra, they're pretty loud as well, aren't they, I suppose? You would have thought. But anyway, so then, as soon as that finished in October. You would have thought you'd call the year a day there, wouldn't you? But you didn't, did you? You were back out on tour again.
Rest then.
So you didn't have any rest at all, really. Maybe half a month. Not even that, 2 weeks. Oh, 2 weeks is half a month. You didn't have half a month off, you had 2 weeks off. But then you're back, Peel session.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
25th of October, Peel session, which was Curious Orange, Deadbeat Descendant, Cab It Up and Squidlord. I presume you knew Curious Orange quite well by then, didn't you?
But I think we do Cab It Up quite well as well, yeah.
So that's good Peel session?
Yeah. That's good.
And then that's a really good one. But the weird thing is I can't really remember the Squidlord part.
It's that one that we brought it back for the extricated, didn't we? Because it's...
Did we?
It's the same riff as...
It's similar to the Stone Roses.
All for One.
Oh.
It's the same riff. Well, very similar. But
okay.
We asked Simon about that and he says, I can assure you John Squire isn't sitting at home listening to Fall B-sides. I'll tell you that for now.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. But I don't remember doing Squidlord in that session. I remember the other songs. Weird. Why do I have a block? I don't know.
Right, so then you're back out on tour again in the UK. Newcastle Barrowlands. That's a big venue.
Mm.
You must have been making a fortune. You must have been rolling in it.
You'd think.
Royal Court, again, another big venue, Town and Country. Oh, hang on, wait. 2 nights at the Town and Country.
Nights.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was a real highlight, too. 2 nights sold out at the Town and Country.
Because that's a big place, the Town and Country, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that where they had the giant balloons that they were throwing out into the audience?
Maybe, yeah.
I seem to remember.
This doesn't sound right. Giant balloon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Balloons.
Right. Yeah, I've seen Duran Duran doing it. It's not something I normally associate with the Fall. So there must have been quite the sense of triumph at the end of that year. Although personally it might have been a bit weird, but you must have looked back on that year and think, Christ, we've done it this year, haven't we? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we did, but it was all so much, so intense, we were so, I'm exhausted, and it's all going so fast, and you're going from one thing to the next that you're having a hard time absorbing everything. But right, Steve? But
it's just like you're in it. You don't really think about it when you're in doing it.
Yeah, you're like on a treadmill.
But looking back on it now,
it sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
It's incredible, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was incredible. It's nice to look back on it now because sometimes these things get erased from my mind, and I forget what we did and what we accomplished. And
sometimes the bad things kind of overshadow the good things.
Yes, they do. I've read both your books. They do. Bloody misery lit, the pair of them.
Oh, no, I don't think mine's misery.
I'm joking.
It's positive.
I'm joking, of course.
Yeah.
It kind of should maybe appreciate it in the moment more.
Yeah. I mean, there is something to it. That someone should write a proper sort of history of that ballet thing and what went on and who did what. Because there's some big figures in there. I mean, obviously the Fall's quite culturally important these days. Lee Bowery, Michael Clark, it's not just... Yeah.
And David Holla and Stevie Stewart of Body Map, they're huge in fashion.
Yes.
They kind of really are great.
Katie Puckrick was one of the dancers.
Katie Puckrick was one of the dancers.
Really?
Yeah.
What? I thought she was in Curious Orange. Curious Orange. She's in Luciani.
No, she was in the ballet.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, she was like a kind of in the dance company,
Oh, okay. Yeah. So there was a dance company and ballet. So
principal dancers and then the company.
Yes, I'm not up on ballet.
No.
Principal dancers.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So backstage must have been a bit full on as well, mustn't it?
Backstage was.
Did you have your own dressing room, Steve?
I had my own because I had to be...
I wasn't even going to ask that.
The lads had one.
The lads had one, yeah. 17 of us.
Me, Craig and Simon, that's all.
2 Simons. Simon Rogers not there.
He wasn't playing.
Right, yeah.
But he was around. He was sort of head of production.
Yeah.
So he wasn't in the dressing room.
All right, okay. So you 3 had one.
Yeah.
Mark had his own, I assume.
Yeah, and I had my own.
And what about Marcia? Where was she? She had her own?
Oh, me and Marcia.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That's fair enough then.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. I mean, you can't... Can't argue with that, can you?
No.
Okay. Oh, no, I was just, But anyway, so yeah, right. So the other thing I need to ask you about your new band, Brix, before we go.
Psycher.
How did that come
How
about?
did it come about? Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so weird. I decided to take a break, right? Like after COVID or after the Extricated, I decided I needed some downtime. I'd been doing this for so long and I was burnt. Anyway, so I don't even know. But for the other thing is I'm making an adult net album with Andy Bell. From Ride as well. So I'm doing that at the same time. And I finished that album with the other girls, the Brix Smith album. What was it called? Valley of the Dolls.
Yes.
So, and then I took a break. So anyway, a few weird things happen. Gina Birch from the Raincoats is a really good painter, and she had an art exhibition in London of her paintings, and Youth was producing her around the same time as producing my album. So I went to her art exhibition with Thurston Moore and his wife, Eva.
Are you going to drop any more names into this?
No, I'm not going to drop any more names. So, but you need to understand how this weirdly came to be. I'm gonna drop more names, but you'll see why. And so we went together and we were looking around the exhibition and we bumped into this American drummer who I don't know, never met in my life, called Linda Pittman.
Yeah.
And they call her the Pit Monster because she's just one of the greatest female session drummers out there. And she plays with the REM boys. She's married to Steve Wynn from Dream Syndicate. Anyway, I got to talking to her and she said, "Oh, Brix, if you ever need a drummer, I would love to play with you." And I said, "Great, I'll remember that. Thank you so much." And at the time I didn't need one. Then cut to another time, and I'm sorry about the name dropping. Every time we do it,
I was only joking.
Paul. I hate it when people name drop, but you got to understand because it's like, okay. I mean, maybe I should make a sound effect for it. So I was out at lunch. So on Twitter, when Twitter was still Twitter. I had communication with two women I'd never met in real life. One was Kathy Valentine from the Go-Go's, and the other was Caitlin O'Riordan from the Pogues, right?
Yes, big folk, Caitlin, isn't she?
Yeah.
So, well, the Spider Stacey out of the Pogues is a big folk fan as well. You wouldn't imagine, would you? But
no, but so she's the bass player. So so we started this conversation on Twitter. That's how it flipping started. And then one day, another name drop. I went out to lunch with Siobhan Fahy, who also I had been working with a bit, and Kathy came to lunch because she moved to London, and I met her for the first time, and they were like, let's form a band. And it was just weird. And then all of a sudden they said, let's get Linda Pittman. And I go, oh my God, I met her. And then Caitlin and Linda were wanting to form a band, and it just happened. And then it took us ages to come up with the name Psycher. And then, we had every shitty name in the book. It was so funny. And
that's the hardest bit, isn't it, going up with a name?
Yeah, and then Linda and Caitlin, Rocky, we'd call her Rocky, live in New York, and Kathy and I are in London, and those girls flew over, and we went into a rehearsal room and said, let's see what happens. And boom, went in, immediately came out with 4 really good songs, and we just finished recording them. They flew back over, we done that, and now we're
Any plans to play live?
Yeah, we're planning on playing live, and we're just right now at the very beginning stages of everything, and trying to figure it all out. So, but it's all good, and music's recorded.
No songs.
What?
Will they be coming out? Will they be released?
Yeah. I mean, we're just figuring it all out now. Jim Lowe produced them. He does these stereophonics, and he's been Taylor Swift, and so it's cool. It's a very cool band. So
where did you record then? Which studio?
What?
Where did you record?
Damon, sorry, another name drop. Damon Albarn has a studio in Kensal Rise called Studio 13, which is phenomenal. And we recorded it there.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, no more name dropping. Okay. I feel embarrassed, yeah.
No, that's quite all right. Good luck with it all. I hope it all goes really well, yeah.
No, you know what, guys? Here's the truth of it. I don't want to do this shit anymore if it's not fun, right? And if you're not having a good time with, the people, and you're not, and it's not, the world's not, I can't do it anymore if it's not fun. At the moment we're having a great time, and it's wonderful to be playing with these women and just putting.
Yes, as opposed to smelly men. I've got a bone to pick with you about that.
No.
Smelly men. I have a stand-up wash at that sink every week.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings.
He pointed out, I thought you meant the extricated. I was thinking that. I was
no.
Regime by then. I've been married 20 odd years.
No. They'd all been tamed by then. Yeah.
Good. Well, on that happy note, we shall draw close to proceedings. Brilliant to talk to you, Brix.
Yeah, great.
Oh, I miss you guys so much. Good luck on your tour, and
thank you very much.
If my plans, just write to me when you're playing so I can come and see you.
I will, definitely.
Okay.
And you as well, yeah.
Brilliant. All right.
Yeah, I promise. You're on any guest list you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you get me on Taylor Swift?
Maybe. Okay.
She used to sleep her up in the studio with Taylor. Right.
You really want Taylor? Shall I get you a little bracelet too, Polly? Yeah.
Oh no, that time was
a little friendship bracelet for you. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Take care.
All right. Bye, you guys. Loads of love.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Oh Brother. You can find all our previous episodes on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. We'll be hosted at shows.acast.com/o-brother. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like. Tell your friends about us. Episodes are released every second Friday, so watch for the next episode in 2 weeks. See you next time, and remember, if you're driving, take your car. Ta-da.